For football, like it has been my number one thing. But you know how it is in Zambia. You you can't just rely on football. But I think ever since I was born, that was the thing that I've been loving to do all my life.
Okay. Oh, okay. No, that's great actually. So most people really enjoy football in Zambia, and football is a great nation. Now, you've played football in Livingstone before, and you've played for big legendary sides in Zambian football. How hard is it for a player from Livingstone to make it in a big club around in Zambia? Like, share your experience, your movements from Livingstone to the big clubs out there.
I would say with me it was a bit, I don't know how I'll put it, maybe lucky or something, but I think since after just finishing my school, I joined one of the teams which was formed in Livingstone. I think you remember it, Communite.
Yes.
Yeah, I played, I think, first half of the season, then I went to South Africa.
Okay.
That side, I think I only trained with KALEZA Chiefs developmental team, then I started, I think, computer lessons. I stayed in South Africa for about 2 years. Then I came back. I joined Livingstone Pirates, played, I think, 4 games. Then Warriors took me. So I think the biggest challenge, or one thing that has become hard for Zambia, Livingstone players to move from that side, they are most of them, I think, they are scared of facing new challenges. You know, when you're a player with a vision,
Yes.
you need to go somewhere so to experience the new culture, the experience and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I've found with Livingstone guys, I've talked to youngsters who are coming, telling them how to make it. You know, you can only be recognized somewhere, not in your homeland. Most of them, players who are in Livingstone, they're in a comfort zone. Why am I saying that? Because, you know, they're coming from their home, you go and train, you come back. But when you're somewhere very far, you concentrate because you know what you want to achieve in life.
Okay. No, that's a great point. You mentioned something about computer lessons. Is it possible for footballers to have like a study around, like, in educational form, like for footballers to incorporate that kind of a skill and football?
Most definitely, because, you know, as a footballer, you just do not need to rely on football alone, because there is life after football. There is someone, you can get injured at an early age. What are you going to do after that? So I think I would prefer a footballer should at least also have something, at least to guide you, to bring something income. Come on, if I'm a footballer, then I know how to do computer lessons, so I've studied IT. I can, when I'm done or I hang up my boot, I'll go back to doing what I studied. And then life continues. I cannot just rely on football. What happens if I stop football now? What am I going to do for a living?
Yes. No, that's a valid point actually. Because I was about to ask, like, on football alone, is it possible to make a living out of football? Like full time in the living, that's football. That's your full time employment in everything that you do for your life.
It depends with the how you manage your money. Because now football is like, it's a business thing. A lot of guys are getting too much money. So it depends how you're going to use the same money. I can be getting a lot of money as long as I'm going to invest in the same money through my salary. Then I'm okay with it. But I won't advise youngsters who are coming to say, okay, I'll just rely on football alone. No. At least you have to do something in order to guide you. It's more like a backup plan. In case football you don't make it that big, at least you've got something that is able to bring money on the table, to put food on the table. You get the point?
Yeah, I get it. So, Zambian footballers really into investing. Are they putting so much effort to learn how to invest?
I think with the thing that has come, whereby you've got an agent, you've got people who are managing your money and stuff, I think some of them, I think it's working. We are learning. For example, I'll tell you, maybe Patson Daka, the Enoch Web. I think these guys are investing a lot of money. Unlike way back, whereby we used to have those great footballers, but we never invested in anything. And you can see most of them are rushing around. They don't have anything, but they are great players. So it's coming back to us. We have to learn. It's a learning thing, whereby you know that people who play at the highest level, but they don't end up nothing. But again, when you look at now, football has got a lot of money. So when you play and you invest your money, it's not like you're investing for yourself, because in future you have kids, great grandchildren and stuff. They will continue with the same legacy that you're living.
Okay, okay. So it's all about building a legacy.
Definitely.
Okay, so coming back to the football on the pitch, you've played for Nchanga Rangers, Kabwe Warriors, Mighty, you know, at Green Eagles, and you've also trained in South Africa with KALEZA Chiefs. How hard is it, like, in these performances in the league, comparing them? How is the rate like at this time, comparing like in the past 10 years and now? Has the performance improved from the pitch and the business side of the league?
I think on that one, I would say it has improved. It has improved a lot because of the investment that the sponsors are putting in. Like if you see way back, football was played just for the sake of play. Money was never there. But now you could see that people sponsorship is being the sponsors are putting a lot of money, and players wants to go to Europe, whereby it's a bit different, like the way we used 10 years ago and now. Because that's why you see that a lot of foreigners are coming in, because they know that there's football, there's too much money. You get the point?
Yes, I get the point. So, like the Zambian Premier League, the way it is, right? You have players that say, no, we want to go to Europe, we want to go and play outside. And at the same time, we have foreigners coming to play here in Zambia. So, is it justifiable, like, for only you to be a professional, you have to go outside the country? Or is it okay to be a professional here as well?
Being a professional is about yourself. You know, it doesn't just start at the football pitch. It's how you conduct yourself off the field. You get, there's where they say, the coaches say there's triple SD. Triple SD means skill, speed, strength, and lastly, discipline.
Yes.
So the most cardinal thing among these four things is discipline.
Okay.
It's discipline. So if you are disciplined enough, then you are learning how to become a professional. It doesn't mean for you to be called a professional, you have to go outside Zambia or not. Even here, you can be called a professional, because whatever we do is what we are emulating from what other countries are doing. There's money here, and foreigners are coming here. So it's a professional league.
Yes.
So how you conduct yourself in a professional manner is what determines.
Okay. No, I get that. Any special moments that you will never forget in football, like in all your career that you've played, your games and everything like that?
I think I've got a lot of special moments, but I think one thing that I will always remember, or one thing that I will always be proud of, is the time I joined Kabwe Warriors. I think Kabwe Warriors had a big dream by that time.
Yeah.
It was something like, now, that's when now I started enjoying football. Like I came out in the show where everyone will know now how these days Chengo from Livingstone and stuff. I think I played for Livingstone Pirates 4 games. I remember Kabwe Warriors by that time were in Division 1. They didn't lose. They were on unbeaten land. So they came to Livingstone. And I think I scored them.
Yeah.
I remember the officials. I think the current first president now, Mr. Andu Kamanga, waiting for me with his car outside. And they snatched me around 23 hours, took me to my mom's place, saying, no, they want to get me and stuff. And you could feel, because now I was learning how to become a professional, because I was dealing with professional people. And luckily enough, my first debut at Kabwe Warriors, I scored. That season, I ended up making 12 assists. And you know, Kabwe Warriors by that time had a lot of names, like Rodrick was playing for Black Leopards now in South Africa. Richard Kasonde, the likes of Siro Njele, Abid Patala, Owen Mondawai, January. So it was something like a learning process and experience, because I was now meeting those guys, those big guys, whereby I used to inspire me. Understand? Then next season again, just came as a surprise. I received a phone call saying I'm signing to Mozambique, and that was something that I really wanted, because I never saw myself playing outside Zambia. But it just came as a surprise, and it was a great moment, and everything changed just then.
Okay. I remember watching that game, the one Kabwe Warriors were playing Livingstone Pirates. I remember when the goal was great. It really made the Maramba Stadium shake. I remember that game. I remember Rodrick Kabwe getting so angry in that game. The emotions that Kabwe Warriors had as a big team. Do you think that there is that hunger in most big teams these days? That hunger, is it still there? And also coming back to Livingstone, most Livingstone sides, do they have that hunger to play in the Premier League?
With the current performance that I'm seeing with Livingstone Pirates, I think it's almost coming there. But I wouldn't say they will go in the Premiership this season. But it's something that they need to stabilize. This season, they have to stabilize themselves in the National League. Probably next season, then now they can set goals. But I think one thing that is bringing back, or that is not demoting the players, is the type of motivation that they are giving.
Yes.
You know, a player can only be motivated or feel hungry to achieve more when he's motivated. You know, the little thing that you give a player to determine if I'm able to get this small thing, what if I work hard and get that money? You get to understand.
Yes, I
so
understand.
It's something that also goes to the sponsorship. If the sponsorship is there, look at the likes of, I'll give you an example, Lusaka Dynamos. The Lusaka Dynamos, they were in Division 1, I think, for a lot of seasons. Just when they entered into Premiership, they have invested a lot of money and are attracting a lot of good players. You get the point?
Yes.
So it's something that also should be done, even in Livingstone side. So we know that Livingstone is the only team that is in the National League. So I urge maybe some companies that are in Livingstone, like Sun Hotel and stuff, to come on board, at least help the guys, so that at least they can achieve what they want. The coach needs full support, and the players also. It's motivates.
No, that's true. That's a good point you raised there. Lastly, you've traveled around. You are well vested with football around in Zambia and outside there. What's your greatest desire? What do you really want to see in the Zambian football scene? What do you want to achieve in this Zambian football, being a Zambian footballer?
Personally, on my side, I think I would love to see the youngsters that have been inspired or that look up to me, because I've got a lot of youngsters in Livingstone, probably to be precisely, who are looking up to me. So my behavior also speaks volumes. So I think I normally nature a lot of guys. They are like, if you know, there's one boy from Livingstone Pirates, I think Lama, something like that.
Yeah, Kalambiri.
Yeah, that one. I think I've got also Koki. We are together at Liang Eagles.
Yes.
We also have Elik Mwala. We call him Genio from here. So those guys, they look up to me, and I feel like I need to, for me to feel okay, I did it in my career. At least I have to see these guys making it big. Then I'll say, okay, even when I've hung up my boot, I know that I managed to manage those guys to lift up what they wanted. Coming to the Zambian League, I think I would love to see our country making it to the World Cup. I think I've tried a lot of times. It's not happening, but I would love to see that, because I think most of the guys who are at National League really are putting in more effort. Just that we need to also give time to people that we are pouring to forefront. I would say, example, the coaching wise. I mean, I'll give you an example of Hevelena. Hevelena, we gave him, I think, 3 good years for him to bring Africa Cup here.
Yes.
But I think we need also to start believing in our local coaches. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Like the appointment of Watson Yerenda. I think my view is, if we have given him time, like we did to Evelyn, we have done something good.
Yes.
But the problem with us, we need someone outside to come and do it. Well, we've got great coaches who are there who can do it for us.
No, that's a good point. We need to nurture our own.
Yeah, we need to nurture our own players. Who's going to nurture them if we can't as Zambians? That's the reason why we've got expertise coach. You don't need to go and bring someone when you've got a local one who's capable of doing the job. The most important thing is to believe in him.
Yes.
You believe that everything is going to be simple.
No, that's true. Belief is the most important thing.
Definitely.
So I almost forgot on one thing. I wanted to ask you, growing up in Livingstone, we always used to call you Kaleza. Where did that name come from?
Kaleza.
Yes.
I think the time I was in should be grade 6, maybe the 6th to 8. I used to train with a team called faagros Locals, if you remember it, in Huyu.
Yes, I know it. That's why
it was owned by Mr. Tambala.
Yes.
And then we had a coach by the name of Gentile. We used to call him Gentile.
Yeah, the light one, Coach.
Yeah. I think at one point we had a friendly that side, and like my skills was just something else. So just said, what? From there on, I'll be calling you Kaleza. Then I was like, but why are you calling me that? Saying you are able to use the nyanja kwanza check around bowlers and stuff.
Yeah.
And from that moment, everyone was busy saying Kaleza. That's how that name came in.
Okay, well, that's really interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been good having you here on the show. It's been good. It's good. You've raised some very good points, and it's really valid. And I'm really happy to talk to you. And I feel honored to talk to you, to one of the greats.
It's my pleasure and privilege. I think I'm very so humbled that you're able to recognize me. I didn't even expect that you're going to call me and ask me a few questions, but I think I'm really humbled and honored that I'm able at least to be recognized by people like you. Hopefully, someone is going to get inspired by my life history, the way I came up and stuff. But I mean, by God's grace, I'll be turning 31, but I feel still have that hunger and energy to play. I think maybe probably 55, 56 somewhere there. That's when I'll start thinking of running up my boat. But otherwise, you are going to see me seasoning things out, and hopefully we start getting points as young Green goes, because we're having a local derby in Choma on Sunday. So it's something that I'm really focusing, and everyone is going to be there. It's whereby young Green goes and Green goes proving a point and stuff. So it's going to be something great.
Yeah. No, that's great. Everyone wants to watch that game.
Everyone wants to watch, and I can't just wait.
Yes. Anyway, it's been great having you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
Okay.